So Kathy Engelbert released a statement, and I'm going to talk about this a little more in another video, and I don't necessarily have any issue with the statement from Kathy. She's under pressure. She's reactive. It is what it is. Kathy Engelbert said they condemn all forms of hate, safety and well-being of everyone in the community is always the league's top priority, which it's not. Let's be very clear. They don't give a shit about the well-being of Caitlin Clark, and to a lesser extent, let's be very clear when it comes to the PA, when it comes to the league. Unless it is against Caitlin Clark, they don't care about Angel Reese either. Let's be very clear about that. Those two are like subhuman to the players, to everything. It's just when we can attack Caitlin Clark, we will support Angel Reese. It's that type of thing. When it's an opportunity to attack Caitlin Clark, we'll support Angel. Because let's be real, they don't fucking like Angel either. To be very clear about that. Let's see, we are aware of Alyssa Thomas' comments and what she and her teammates have experienced completely unacceptable and not representative of the WNBA community. The league and our security team have been in contact with the Phoenix Mercury organization and remains committed to protecting all players. She can't really say much else. And the hilarious thing is, it says the league, this is not representative of the WNBA community. If you read some of the shit that was said about Sabrina Ionescu prior to 2024, yeah, it is absolutely representative of what the WNBA community is. The toxic side of all online discourse. That's what the WNBA community is, will be, and has always been. But the funniest part about all this is Alyssa Thomas calling out Kathy, being like, oh, Kathy never spoke to us and all this stuff. We've got this from Megan Hall. And Megan Hall is not going to bullshit. Like, let's be very clear. Like, there are journalists where it's like, if they say something, you know they're not lying. If someone, like, whatever you want to say about, whatever your opinion is of Annie, whatever your opinion is of some of these journalists, they're not going to lie. She's someone that's not going to lie. A person with knowledge of the situation shared with USA Today, Engelbert reached out to Thomas last week. The person says texts were exchanged and Engelbert offered a call. She also asked league security to connect with the Mercury after hearing about the threats. Alyssa Thomas today, a week later, went, and people are like, oh, Kathy or Alyssa Thomas is lying. USA Today, Megan Hall would not be posting this if there's not a damn good source. If there was not a damn good source. They need a new commissioner, better leadership. This will continue. I agree. I absolutely agree with this. Kathy needs to go. Kathy should have gone. Like, is Kathy a good business person? Probably. And you don't get to where she got to in Deloitte without being really damn good at your job. Like, Kathy Engelbert, absolutely, I have no question about it, is a really good business person. But, unfortunately, that's not what being a commissioner of this type of a sports league is about. Even though technically that is your job, but you are a representative of the owners. You are the face. With Adam Silver. Adam Silver is incredibly pro player. They like him. Is he a good commissioner? Fuck no. Other than putting everyone in a tournament and figuring out, okay, people care slightly more about basketball when it's a tournament. Adam Silver has just not done particularly great in terms of what he's done for the league, except looking into Wemby coming in. But so one of them is lying. Then both things, contact made, no contact made, can't be true. My guess is that Alyssa Thomas just ignored it. Again, we have Alyssa Thomas has come out and flat out. Alyssa Thomas came out and basically said, if a tree falls in the wood and nobody hears it, it doesn't make a sound. She basically came out and said, she was like, oh, well, there were so many bodies and stuff. They were like, well, nobody on the bench saw it. Nobody on the bench saw it, so therefore nothing happened. It's no. You went after her and you got her. Let's be very clear. They were like, oh, well, nobody saw it. You know who did see it? Who didn't know what happened? Caitlin Clark. She didn't get back in defense. And this year, by the way, Caitlin's been getting back on defense more. And then here, wonder if anyone's reached out to the actual victim. No, they haven't. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in the video right after this. But I've got to be real. Alyssa Thomas, we've seen it in the past. Alyssa Thomas gets abused from Chicago Sky fans. So much so that DeWanna Bonner has to come out and talk about it. And then she goes into a press conference a week later and starts complaining about Fever fans. Alyssa Thomas, every single time that she has played the Indiana Fever, she has started something on the court and then complained to the media about Fever fans. When she played the Indiana Fever last year without Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas spent the whole game taunting Indiana Fever fans until the Indiana Fever won the game. Then she avoided the media. And then after avoiding the media, she then went out the next time and complained about the media, booing DeWanna Bonner. It is what it is. Alyssa Thomas then, while DeWanna Bonner was on the team, knowing full well that the dolphin noise allegations had already been proven false. They were proven as dolphin noise allegations. That they were nothing to do with anything towards Angel Reese. It was literally a noise somebody made. And her partner was on the Indiana Fever team, where everyone knew nothing happened. Bree fucking Turner was on the team. Let's be real. If something happened and Bree Turner's on the team, it is what it, there's no way it gets past. Obviously nothing happened, and we all knew nothing happened. And then Alyssa Thomas, even after everybody knew nothing happened, Alyssa Thomas, I believe, Angel, that happened. She made that accusation. The fact is that when something can paint, and I don't believe that this is, a fan thing. This is I want Caitlin to get the fuck out of this league. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Anything that could potentially paint Caitlin Clark in a bad light, she will go for. She will sink to any low. She doesn't care. She does not care. She will create fake noises that have been proven false. She will make false allegations against the Fever team. She will taunt a crowd and then complain about their reactions. This is Alyssa Thomas every single time she plays the Fever. Every single time Alyssa Thomas plays the Fever, she starts something, and then when people go at her, she cries to the media. This is everything she's done. And now, using this as an excuse to go after Cathy when apparently Cathy actually reached out to her, this doesn't surprise me at all. This does not surprise me at all that Alyssa Thomas has done this. This doesn't, based on everything we've seen from Alyssa Thomas, this does not surprise me at all. And again, let's be very clear. Alyssa Thomas might be I fully believe, by the way, Alyssa Thomas has gotten some social media comments that no person should ever have to read about themselves. But the thing is, every single professional athlete who has ever done anything has had to read comments that they should never have to read about themselves. Anyone who's put themselves in the public eye, whether you like them or not, unfortunately, you've read something that you don't want to ever have to read about yourselves. And I get it. I really, really get it. When it comes down to it, these players were not ready in 2023. You've got ESPN confirming. It is, so she lied. So she absolutely lied. Alexa Philippou, whatever about Megan Hall, Alexa Philippou made this. Alyssa Thomas literally came out and lied. Alyssa Thomas came out and lied. You just know that is Alyssa Thomas. You just know that's what she did. This is, if it's from Alexa Philippou, this is the most, I can guarantee you this is correct. If Alyssa Philippou is wrong, if Alexa Philippou, Jesus, not Alyssa Thomas, is wrong about this exchange between Alyssa Thomas and Cathy Engelbert, if Alexa Philippou is wrong, then ESPN, she's the main writer for ESPN, she's the fucking female Shams for ESPN for women's basketball. No, she's not bullshitting. It is genuinely a case now with Alexa Philippou that this has been confirmed. That Alyssa Thomas, she lied. No matter what anyone said, no matter what anyone wants to say, and I'm by the way, there is no question about it, Alyssa Thomas got death threats. And I know some people are going to be like, look, she lied about this. She lied about this, so therefore she's lied about everything. No, I can guarantee you that. Let's be very clear. So I haven't gotten a death threat in this scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're saying that if the wrong person looks at this video and I have a DM saying they're going to hunt me down from a random Twitter account with a Sabrina Carpenter profile picture. It happens. But I'm going to be honest. Alyssa Thomas has just been proven to have lied. So AT lied, lol. This is like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And like, I don't like Kathy Engelbert. I think Kathy Engelbert should be fired. I think Kathy Engelbert should be fired. I mean that. And I don't like this take either in this situation. I know this is an AI account, but a lot of people have this take here. No one is going to harm you. We just don't agree with your dirty play. The problem is the word no one, because as I've said with the Caitlin Clark situation with Tiffany Hayes, you don't know what crazy person is online, and we know with the way extremists are on every side. Like, all it takes is, if there's a million people hypothetically, there's a million people that are anti Alyssa Thomas, and 999,999 of them just are never going to do anything, and Alyssa Thomas are just pissed at Alyssa Thomas. All it takes is one. All it takes is one. But the fact, again, Kathy Engelbert releasing a statement, with Alyssa Thomas, about Alyssa Thomas, and then turns out that Alyssa Thomas just lied, but she would never. But again, I do fully believe that the WNBA just want Caitlin gone. I legitimately believe that. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Alyssa Thomas lying, no surprise at all. I'll see you guys.